Is our Shulchan Yard there, Siman Lamed Beis, Sif Yudal Yudches, Supplemental Day 170 of the Shulchan Yomi series. Yudalit. Treifas the Psichas Chut Hasheder, the treifa of the severance of the spinal cord. Shava Behemov is the same by an animal and a bird. How, to what extent does the extent of the vitality of the spinal cord in a bird? So says that below that it's being severed no longer is a problem. The Tur holds that Ben Agapayim between the wings, the wings are connected to the body, to the place where they begin to be connected to the body. Treifa, it's treifa, share from there, it's kosher. There's a Rambam, a Rosh. It's made around the Rosh. Became Pasar Bein Beisayis Pascha Sifei. Yesham says Shaposkim. Some rabbis rule Adam Basova Makom Shem Bechor Maguf, not to the beginning of the place where the wings are connected to the body, but the end of the place connected to the body. That's like Rabbi Yana in the Gemara Daf Mem Vav, who says that Lamata Me'agapaim. Yesham Basenu. Those rabbis who pass Makom Lamata. To the place where they are laying on the body. Shagana believe you would say etzem mimenu, the wing there protrudes, it comes out of it a bone. Mimakum chibura baguf, from the place that's the body, v'shochev kach aguf, as lays us on the body. Amakum shchibasa aguf, until the place where it's finished is laying on the body. Treifak shnif saguf berubo, it's the treif if the spinal cord has been severed in its majority. Because our mother writes, a little makom hefse meruba, there's not a substantial loss. Yesh lachmik de achrona, she machim like the last opinion, so it goes way down. Makom hefse meruba, where there's a substantial loss. Yesh lachmik de achrona, you can be leaning like the second opinion. At so makom shabur naguf till the end of the place where they connect the body. That's the taz. Yesh me'agdelim she'asu mikra din de achrona, to those who forbid according to strict letter of the law, like the last opinion of meruba, even there's potential significant loss. That's a bachni am shlem and tvu short. And the Torah you could steal. Yesh adon sheposkun and zangdon who paskin bevsim ruba in the case of substantial loss. Kader Rishon that even to the beginning of the wings is sufficient. That's the shachn kuzakeser pri chodesh and seems to be the indication of chisi uflesi. Tesva behemoshik also sherem makel, ham which has been hit on the rod with a stick. And the stick went on lengthwise on the spine. It's kosher. We're not concerned that maybe the spinal cord was severed. If the stick did not reach the entire length of the spine, or there are knots in the stick, we're afraid to rush. We're concerned that the top of the stick, the place where it's cut off, it's going to hit with strength. So it's a place where there are knots in the wood. So to be hit widthwise across the spine. We're concerned maybe the spinal cord has been severed. Back it says Noon Aleph. There's only Gemara. Rambam Perak Tes Halachim Gimel and Rambam Osivu Hikar Rosha. And they added also case were hit on the head. V'chol Klapis number and kind went towards the tail or left or vice versa. But to delete this case. Works out simply. It slows. You didn't hit at all on the ribs. I'll call it slows. Rambam seems he's going to hit it on all the ribs, and Shlomo Miskayim was not deliberate. Shlokim El Hakos Al Rosha was he only had a mind to hit on its head or on its tail. He says, I feel Hiko so Bukule Klomar, I feel be Miskavin, if you hit it deliberately, evidently it still can become treif. In Shom Kaz Mishnah, Shetorach Bezeh. The Mishnah had a difficult time resolving this. Tez Zayin. We say we're concerned about this. We're concerned that the spinal cord is severed. Like we're concerned with the limbs being shattered. The and there's Rush, and Shem so to the Rif and Rush. Severe they hold that come on who they're talking about simply the limb which the spinal cord will be tapped. That will be severed. Ach, Mishin the Gemara Sham, Maya Bedina Fula, but since where there's a case where an animal fell, Shabashama Chashash Musuk Evokover, where the concern is that maybe the limbs have been shattered. Naki Nami Gamkan, Notions that also uses that language here, but Avo Kavana Ritzik Mavakul, but it means actually the severance of the this pulverization of the cord. What do we care about other limbs or organs? The stick only hit the spinal column. Some say, however, that the issue is certainly because the limbs have shattered and flew mamish as is in the animal which actually fell. On the contrary, in this respect, it's worse than an animal which fell. An animal that fell, would walk nicely for 4 amos. You no longer have to check him, which we wouldn't write in Simon Ches. But can't hear even if it walks, it's got to be checked in the spinal cord. But the reason not always will a severance in the spinal column impede the walking. Kamstei also holds that in this hitting, perhaps all of the organs have been what's the word I look using for? Shattered. Okay, Gankin, that's the run. There's a significant difference between these reasons. No matter who can fulfill because the concerns like by case an animal fell that shattered limbs. It doesn't walk nicely, it's trafe. Then it became because we don't know how to check an animal which fell. But the concern like a spinal cord. We also know to check spinal cords. As the claim say, in checking one limb, became also could say we're adept. That's the HaShulchan and the Taz and the Shor and the Prigun God. The low, not Kamisha wrote like Kigeshu says like then we want Lomar those Gamasayim that also in this were not conversant leave dog to check. It seems to be a bach. She ain't some kids go then regards that much in-depth training. Any I can perceive whether the column was the cord was broken or not. And that brings us to the end for today.